Hello guys and girls, what is going on? It's Ghost Robo, and today we have a package all the way from Japan, straight to me, and now I can show it off to all of you guys. That is the brand new 3DS. New 3DS, not old, not XL, not 2, but new, bubble wrapped to perfection, and squeaky as heck. This thing scares off children and mice. I also have some awesome accessories, like, this is probably the prime piece of the entire package, so we're going to open it first. The freaking Princess Peach faceplate. Every Nintendo fan's dream is to dress up your 3DS system in this delicious pink and yellow and sky blue outfit. These things are exclusive to the new 3DS and to the new 3DS regular, not the LL in Japan or the XL here. The bigger one does not have it. That's why I got this size, because I wanted these dang faceplates. I wanted Princess Peach's eyes staring at everyone while I play. I won't see it because it'll be like playing the 3DS. But anyways, these things are pretty cool. To be honest, I don't even know how they go on. So I'm guessing it just pops on. There is English on here, which is nice. And you've got this nice little thing that shows you, like, it works on the new 3DS and absolutely nothing else. XXXXX check marks the spot on the brand new guy. But yeah, maybe there's a guide we can actually put this thing on in the near future. But right now, let's unbox the actual console itself. I got some more faceplates and a nice charger. You just stand it in there. You don't have to use the little cord plug, whatever. But this is the box. It's beautiful. I think this is one of the coolest packaging, like, for a console I've ever seen. It reminds me of the colorful SNESs, or the Super Famicoms, I guess, from Japan way back in the day. Now things are just a little bit boring. They try to look sleek and cool and be all black or all white or whatever. But here we've got something that says, nah, we're going full-on color and we're going to be fancy. It smells good, feels good too, and you can see on the back some more faceplates there. And this is the white version, and it says white in English, which I think is a little bit odd. And this also has NFC ability on the screen. Put your amiibos down. It's got the extra stick. It's got new buttons, better 3D. A lot of good stuff going on here. And better, like, it's a stronger system. It'll be able to play games that are exclusive for this and for nothing else. The first being Xenoblade, the Wii game that was a mega hit, and then mega missing from most store shelves until they got that handled. But so you got your typical pamphlets and packaging here, all the AR cards and stuff that we don't really care about. What we want to see is the unit. And here are the faceplates. I don't know if this is extra or the only one. Is it going to come faceless? Is it a naked 3DS? Did they send me a naked console? Let's check this guy out. I've heard, like, raving reviews on this thing that people love it. Yes, it does. It's freaking naked. You can just see this blank thing. I can slide my Peach plate right on. Yes. Because it's going to be, oh, freaking Peach. Yes, so now when I open it up, you can see Peach, and I can see the beauty that is this new system with a C-stick and with buttons. So you'll see here, let's get an up close and personal look. You've got colorful buttons here that are supposedly better, and this tiny, world's tiniest stick. It's not meant to be like a full-on second analog stick or a second circle pad. It's more supposed to be just like, I'm guessing, for camera adjustments. In Smash Brothers, it's used for final smashes, so it's kind of just like a flick stick more than like an actual full-on second stick, which I don't know how I feel about that. I kind of would have rather than just put on a full-on second stick, because this one does not have much range of motion. It is probably going to be, like I said, more minimally used, as opposed to, like, oh, for like double, like, shooters, it's not going to be for that, probably more for simple uses. But I'm going to download Super Smash Brothers onto this thing and see how it performs and let you guys know. But this is just, it feels more sturdy than the original, like, first release 3DS. The buttons feel really bouncy and nice. They're colored, which is pretty. It's got start, select, all the typical stuff, and then the faceplates. You'll also notice you got the two cameras up here, and supposedly the 3D is better. We'll have to see. The power button is now on the bottom. That's really odd. Along with, like, there's the Wi-Fi indicator and the battery indicator are on the bottom. So the power is down here. Does it even turn on? Does it come charged? I don't know how they do things in Japan. Of course it does. It comes charged, and then we'll take a look at some of the other accessories as you stare at Peach's eyes while this thing turns on here. Boot up. The stylus is also on the bottom. The cartridge slot is now not up here, but it's on the bottom as well. That's got to be new, right? Am I freaking out here, or is this brand new? I think it's brand new. The cartridge slot is now down there, which is so weird. Everything is bottom fed, maybe to make the back sturdier. You got your wait, is this? I'm freaking out here. ZL and ZR, these are new buttons as well up here. You can see you got the extra ones here. Hold on, I'm going to grab. Okay, so for comparison, I got the my original 3DS with all of its scrapes and scratches, bumps and bruises. And you can see that there is a mega difference in what they've done. Obviously, the stick is different, okay? the screen looks bigger, but I think it... I think the screens are a tiny bit bigger. Like, not XL size, but I think the system as a whole is a little bit bigger. They expanded this. Definitely things are just different. Cartridge placement on the bottom is totally different. These extra buttons up here, we'll get up close and show you them. Like the ZL and ZR right here, sort of like more console-esque, are definitely added and new. So you've got 2 new buttons here, plus the new stick. Button placement is a little bit different. I mean, this is just a much prettier system. The fact that it's colorful, and they kind of just crisped up the design a lot. Nintendo is very good at that. They usually, like, their first try, like, remember the original DS? And then, like, the DSi was one of the most fancy, freaking, just beautiful systems I've ever had a chance to play or hold. I have a turquoise one, and it's absolutely gorgeous. I don't know what this says. It's all in Japanese. But they're apparently going to test 3D, and we're going to see if it's better now. I'll let you know. You couldn't tell on the camera, but I'll tell you if it looks good. Apparently you can move, and it's not headache-inducing. Yeah, it's better. You can rotate the thing. I mean, it's still a little bit nauseating, but it's definitely got a wider range of motion. Normally it, like, blanks out. You guys know if you played 3DS, it blanks out any, like, head movement. It gave me headaches, and I normally don't get headaches from this stuff, but this seems to be better. Not perfect, but definitely I don't know how they do that. What kind of magic sauce is in here that you can move your head and don't have to be straight on and still get the 3D effect? They're showing you that you can now move your head a little bit. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. I don't know what any of this says. I'm hoping I'm doing the right thing as I click the buttons. But I'll set that up and show you guys Smash in a little bit. Let's take a look at this charger here. This is currently only in Japan. There has been no announcement for America or Europe. But we have to imagine that it'll get there soon, right? Nintendo always brings stuff out. I don't think it'll be exclusive. This is pretty interesting. So it looks like what you're going to do is, yeah, you slot your charger in here. Like, that's the port. And then you can sit the system, shh, Peach, take a nap. Close up, and then you can just sit the system, I guess it goes like this, and then Peach peers at you while she charges up, and you're rejuvenating your 3DS, which already has beautiful battery life, and that's awesome. Just to give you a quick look at some other things I got another faceplate here. I thought, like, through the pictures it looked a lot lighter, but when I look at this, I can barely see what's going on, so I'm hoping if we open it up, you'll be able to see what's up. This is supposed to be a, like, Mario character faceplate. They had ones that are, like, felt, different material. This one actually is really cool, but you have to look up close. It's something that you probably couldn't see very well from far away. I'll show it to you right up here. You can see it's really hard with reflections, but there's, like, Goombas and Mario and blocks and different things there. You're kind of getting a little bit. It's very reflective because of the way it's sort of, like, embossed on there, whatever, there. Now you can see it pretty good. It's a pretty sexy faceplate, but just harder to identify than the other one at first blush. So as I pop this out of the charger, your secondary faceplate is on the bottom, and it looks like it's going to need to be screwed off. I don't think this is going to pop. Yeah, there's definitely screws. Interesting, though, that they switched up the placement of so much stuff. I like that. And then I also picked up, since I was making an order from Japan, a 3DS XL faceplate sort of thing that I really thought was cool. I'll show you guys in a split second here. It is a wonderful retro Kirby 3DS XL faceplate. I don't know how uncomfy this is going to be because it just clips onto the 3DS XL as opposed to, like, actually attaching on directly like the new 3DS faceplates do. All these weird names, like, what are they doing? Wii U, 3DS, new 3DS, 3DS XL, new 3DS XL, 2DS, but I thought this was super cool, cute, and awesome. All these Kirbys going ham, and it says Kirby in the background. I'm going to grab, let's grab a 3DS XL right here, actually, and see if we click this bad boy on, what it's like. Yeah, it just slides right on. It's got, like, almost a wooden texture to it, which is pretty cool. I'm sure I can actually get this to slide on even better. But it definitely adds some thickness, but it looks pretty sweet. And I will add that on, and then it will give you a little border on the back there. You can see kind of that wood looking frame. Freaking awesome. Let's download Smash Bros. And see what me and Peach think of this brand new C-Stick Weird Nub Wannabe Regular Stick. Here we go. Okay, so some time has passed. I've had a chance to play around with this thing and make it a whole lot cooler for you guys. You'll notice, we turn this on. This is not the typical 3DS menu music. Can you hear that? That's because there's custom themes and there's different ones in Japan than there are in America. So I have beautifully put on this lovely Legend of Zelda, let's make sure 3D is off, A Link Between Worlds theme here, which they're telling me, like, hey, check this out, you got new messages. But if you scroll through, it magically makes the whole thing look pretty. The bottom screen and top screen are all nice and dandy, but what you guys really probably care about is how this little thumb pad thing works. I've been using it with Smash Brothers. I'll show you guys here. I have Super Smash Brothers on 3DS, the Japanese version. It was actually pretty simple to get. I didn't really have that much trouble downloading it once I figured out where to put in the numbers. But this thing is weird but also awesome at the same time. My first impression was that it sucked because it doesn't really move. It feels like you're using the stiffest analog stick you've ever used, which is a weird feeling. Like, calling it a nub is even a little bit generous because its range of motion is like literally millimeters. You use it for smash attacks here, and it's a little awkward because it's above, if you look here, it's above the buttons. So you have to like go up here, then go back to the buttons if you want to use like their normal B attack. Then you go up here for the smash. But I'll show you, it actually functions pretty well, and it wasn't until I went back and played the regular 3DS without it that I missed it, because specifically for Smash Brothers, you kind of feel like you are missing something if you don't have this little nub. Like, I'm telling you, when you first play it, you're going to be like, why did they put this in? Why is there not a full stick? But the fact that you can, I don't know if you guys can see this, but the fact you can get in here and charge up smash attacks, use smash attacks on these guys in beautiful Smash Brothers is pretty darn awesome. This is really, like, probably bad footage, but I'm just showing you that the nub actually does work, and you can do stuff with it, which is pretty cool. Get an assist trophy here. We'll get the big hammer, and we'll crush all these stupid level 3 guys here. It's pretty easy to play the Japanese version of Super Smash Brothers, by the way. If you did want to import one of these, like, there's virtually nothing that you couldn't understand, especially if you had the English version to sort of match it up with or watch like, some YouTube videos. Anyways, that is the nub, and I mean, if I had to rate it, I'd probably give it, like, honestly, like a 5 out of 10, because I can't see what else it's going to be good for. It's not going to be good for camera rotation. I just don't think so. I mean, you can even use it on the home screen to move back and forth, which is fine, and I don't know, maybe I'll get used to it more, but it's very weird, because its range of motion, like I said, is incredibly infinitesimal, and so you don't feel like you're... To me, it feels like a pencil eraser. It looks like one, and that's what it feels like. This guy up here, that's probably what I'll call from now on, the pencil eraser on the new 3DS, and it feels like that's how much range of movement it has. And so I think it's weird, but at the same time, I go back and I'm like, hey, time to record some Smash Brothers on the regular 3DS, and I'm like, but where's the nub? And the button placement's a little better, the buttons feel better, they're sturdier, they have a nicer click to them, and all in all, it is a better system. This is the best version of the 3DS that you're going to find. I like the interchangeable faceplates. I think that's a really sweet addition. You got to screw this off if you want to put on Peach's bottom half. Is it worth the upgrade? Well, I don't even know when it's coming out in America, but we'll have to see what other games take advantage of its new features. Xenoblade is going to use its graphics power and its better architecture, but what else? And what else will this nub be used for? I want to see it be used in a different game and how that sort of factors in, and if it's really a worthwhile addition. It almost feels like a stopgap. Like, eventually at some point, Nintendo's next system, the 4DS, or the Wii 2 TOO, because it's handheld, is going to have a second analog stick. So this kind of feels like an interim step, which is what Nintendo is great at doing, like making tiny steps. But it's still better than nothing, and like I said, I do miss it after I use it. So that's enough about the nub. All in all, I really like this system. I think it's a refinement of the 3DS, and the best looking, cleanest feeling, smartest placement, ultimate 3DS that you can have. I would prefer probably to have the LL XL, the bigger one, but I will say, as you can see, in comparison to the old original 3DS, that this guy is a little bit bigger, just in general, and maybe instead of being too small, maybe it fits the perfect spot. You can tell that it's a little bigger, just a little bit, and I really like it, and it doesn't, maybe it's just perfect. Maybe I don't even need a bigger one. Maybe I'd just be happy with this. Perfect pocket size, you got those customizable faceplates to make it your own, and I'm pretty freaking happy with it. I can't read Japanese, so that limits what I can do, but I will be enjoying Smash Brothers on this one for my eraser nub. If you guys enjoyed this video, hit that like button. Let me know your thoughts on Nintendo's new 3DS and its faceplates and its charger. This charging dock is actually pretty convenient as well. So some nice upgrades. A necessary upgrade? I don't think so, but it evolves the 3DS in a positive direction. It's going to be a weird marketing world when the new 3DS is in stores. How they plan on handling that, I don't know, but I gave you guys the best lowdown I could on this bad boy straight from Japan. Thank you guys for watching. Have a fantastic day. Drink some hot chocolate. Until next time, we'll see you all later.